Marlon. My name is Devontae Bennett, and to my left, I got my man King Said. To my right, I got my man Cat. And our man Caine is still missing. He is still hustling.
Yeah, man.
He's still missing.
Daddy, a newborn, a daddy to a newborn. So
yeah, he's working on his balance hour show that he got an interview. That's what he's doing. He's doing an interview right now. So he had an interview.
So he left the pod.
Right.
Start his own.
This nigga,
he's doing
this nigga pulling no Marion on us. Okay, we're gonna have to pack him out next time we see him, bro. You got an ass whooping coming. You feel me? Nah, we just playing.
Nah, that nigga. But I'm glad he's finally cause he's doing it on his own now. So now he's getting his shit together. This is what he wants to do. He wants to interview fathers.
Can't be mad at that shit.
Exactly. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna set it up.
If you see me keep glancing at my watch, it's because I'm fucking watching.
This shit is dope.
You know what I'm saying?
We just found out that we could do this.
I'm watching the live shit on my watch. So
I almost fucked it up because you counted me down.
You know what I'm saying? We're futuristic in here.
So yeah, basically, guys.
Basically.
He's controlling the camera from his watch.
We're geeking out right now,
and yeah, it's pretty exciting for us.
Exciting as fuck.
Technology.
Anyway,
yeah. So I mean, shoot, man, it's been a minute. We ain't actually sat down and done this in a minute.
Right. I feel like it has been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think they miss us.
Yeah.
I think y'all miss us. And if you don't,
we
you
haven't
miss
put out
us.
a whole episode, a whole of us talking, but damn, we haven't put out a full one, whole cast in a while. But shit, it's been a while.
Come back, Caine.
Right, the Where's Caine campaign.
Right,
we're starting the Where's Caine campaign.
We're gonna put that shit right in.
Where's Caine?
Where's Caine?
Right, next episode, that's gonna be in that chair. Like, this is gonna be a thing.
Fucking asshole.
Put a cane. Put a cane in there.
A cane? Where's Caine? It's gonna be a candy cane.
Old man
cane.
Every time, bro. They're gonna be sitting right next to us, like you see. No, it's gonna be sitting right here, bro.
We're gonna have different kind of cane. We're
gonna have a mic there and everything, bro.
We're gonna put sugar. We're gonna put sugar cane.
That's it.
This is gonna be different.
We're doing it.
Every episode is gonna be a different kind of cane.
I'm with it.
We're doing it, bro. I'm so with that. That's comedy. Let's do it.
Comes back.
Till you come back.
All right. So then, nigga, what y'all niggas been on? How was the holidays, bro? Christmas just passed. Bro.
Yeah, man. Christmas.
Humbug, nigga. You know how
shit.
What you got to say?
I don't celebrate. Y'all can get y'all shit off. I don't celebrate that.
No, you don't? At all?
I'm black.
I know.
I think we're all pretty much black here.
No, I'm already know.
I get what you're saying.
You still for the Kwanzaa?
No,
you just don't celebrate anything for the around the time.
We can get into Kwanzaa too, like, you know what I'm saying, like who started it, who did it do.
Well, yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying.
No. So
my family will have our own traditions. We don't have to do what everybody else.
What are y'all gonna do?
You gonna do it at the same time?
My son's too. I didn't do shit. He don't know what the fuck today. He didn't know what Wednesday was. It's the 20th. Like,
oh, it's another day.
What the fuck do I have to make it? Why?
He's looking around and seeing all these like lights and shit. What the fuck is going on? Nigga, it's Tuesday. Nigga, shut up. Like, you need to know what the fuck's going on. You feel me? This day's not for you, okay?
This is what they do.
This is for everybody else.
No, see now this is what I tell everybody.
Dark as fuck.
You made it dark, but no, because for one,
I did make it dark.
Because but for one, look, he doesn't. I don't. If you want to buy my son a gift or anybody else, he doesn't have to turn that down because I don't celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
Like somebody buys him a bike and wants to give it to him for Christmas, I'm like, we don't celebrate that. Take that shit back.
Okay.
Get that to somebody else.
He's still gonna accept the gift.
No, he can take it.
It's just not gonna be.
Nigga, somebody buys me a gift for Christmas,
You're gonna
taking it. Guess what? I didn't get you nothing back. If you knew me, you would have knew that before you got me something that you wasn't getting shit. Because I'll buy you something on December 1st before I buy you something on December 20 something because I buy people shit just to buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyway, so no, that's a no. Like I said, he's 2, so he went over his grandmother's this weekend and he opened up gifts because they do celebrate it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna.
No,
he got a nice, but he wanted to open up everybody else's gifts too.
Well, I asked for that reason.
Because snatch off paper off of shit.
Right.
I asked for exactly that reason because I have that like we're in that bittersweet area with like I don't get
into the Christmas spirit. Like I don't.
Well, I mean,
I'm not with Christmas. Like
yeah,
I
He's
for that,
not letting
for the same-
chestnuts roast over an open fire.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
It's not. It's for the same exact reasons. But destiny is, and so I let the kids.
You have
do
to
their
compromise.
thing.
You have to
Exactly.
find that compromise.
So I'm trying to figure out like at what age I'm gonna be breaking it, indicating like, all right, this is real.
That's just about you and your father's
Oh, I know.
relationship.
I know.
I buy all your presents.
It is. It's still. It's
Because
interesting to
I
hear
mean,
other people how they
even
do
for
it.
me, like for me, my mom played a big part in like raising me like that. You feel me? Like
Right.
as far as like, but she didn't like. She wasn't on some like nigga. You can't. My mom put up trees and shit. But
Right.
she,
All right, see what you're saying.
oh, okay. So no, actually, I just had a conversation with my homie, and he was talking about celebrating, like the same type of thing. Like
Yeah.
basically, like, oh, I'm just going through the motions because my
Yeah.
kid. You feel me? Really, he was like, yeah, I'm going through the motions because, you know, my son, woo, 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 so I don't want to be a buzzkill, you know, whatever. And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I said, you know what I'm gonna do, bro? I'm gonna just buy my son shit all year, right? You know what I'm saying? We just be in the store. And he's like, yo, Dad, I want that. Hey, all right, you want it? And I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna say it's March. Son, you wanna wait until December? Because if you wait till December, you'll have more gifts during when everyone gets their gifts. But if not, you know what I'm saying?
You can have it now.
And that's just gonna be my thing the whole year. And then he could decide if he wants to celebrate Christmas or not, or if he wants to get his shit all year. Cause what is the
That's not an unfair, Jesus, this is a fucking
That's kind of
a little crazy ultimatum, but
I mean, I don't think so because
there's
at the end of the
gravity
day,
to it. There's a
if-
certain gravity
if you
to
don't
it, but-
believe in Jesus,
Is that your phone beeping?
yeah.
Okay.
If you don't believe in Jesus, then why are you celebrating Christmas?
No, that's literally what it's been like. I've
So
been
just
thinking
buy
about-
gifts?
Cause I'm like,
What are you teaching your kid? Like what are you even teaching?
what's the purpose of it?
Like, what is the purpose? Like, even when he grows up and has his own family, why is he buying his family gifts on this day? Like, you feel me? What is it for? Now, if you do believe, if you're religious and all of that good stuff, then, you know, okay, cool, bam. But if not, I don't understand.
Okay,
And then,
cool. I'm seeing what the hell's at my parents' house.
Okay.
and then, when was religion? When was Christmas in the Bible? I don't know. It's just,
Right.
I don't know why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like,
You good?
Oh,
Pizza.
who knew? But yeah, so that's the thing. Like I said, I just like you got people will say, well, how are you gonna explain to your kid why you're not doing Christmas and everyone else? Like, you feel me? Like, it's like, why? What do you tell your kid about?
So
Christmas.
I
Why are
agree
you
with that
celebrating?
because that's actually kind of what we did this year. I mean, we didn't get them a lot of gifts this year. Or I didn't. I told Destiny we got into an argument about it at first. And just, like she was trying to spend, but
Hella money just
yeah,
because for one day for
and,
what?
And I was like, you know, we literally got into it. I was like, dude, that's like no, like we get them. They already buy stuff. They eat shit all the time. Like they
Right.
get shit all the fucking time. Like, what does this have to do? I've been trying to figure that out. Like, why are we still celebrating at this point? Like, or what's going on? Because a lot of people can't acknowledge that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ. We still call it. We know it has nothing to do with Christianity. We know all these things at this point in time. This has now become normal knowledge. So it's like, are we just going through the motions just to go through the motions? Because they're still having the sales. They're still people are still playing.
And to rebut that, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Knowing all this information, bro, is the fact that the shit is just fun, like thrown out. Is that
What part is fun? The buying stuff is fun, or the getting stuff is fun?
Well,
What is
No,
the
I
fun?
get what you're saying. It's
fun.
both,
You
but
know
it's
what I'm saying?
also
Like,
the spirit. It's the spirit of what.
I mean,
of
okay,
giving.
so like, look, okay,
No,
so
because like I said, I can get. If I see a sweater,
Okay.
look, I know you like this type of sweater, right? So I can see this sweater any time of year and be like, yo, I should buy this for Devontae if I got the bread. You feel
That's
me?
facts.
And just give it to this nigga right now.
Right.
But what a nigga will do is, dog, especially since you're not immediate family, I'm gonna get that and then wait until December to give it because that's when Christmas is.
That's facts.
So it's like, is that when the spirit is given, or do you wait to be in the giving spirit
Well,
in that time?
That's a
once
good point.
again, bro, like
Us-
it's not just the day, and it's not just the fact that you're giving a gift, bro. Like look, go ahead, like go inside, like you know what I'm saying. Like you walk inside, it's a whole new fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it's mostly for the kids, but at the same time,
I disagree with that
it's
too.
I
think it's more for the adults than the kids.
Let me land, nigga. Like, let me land, bro. it's also for the parents because the parents also enjoy the whole spirit. They call it the spirit of Christmas because it's just the fact that you doing. It's the smells. It's the things that you see when you're walking down the street. It's the colors. It's all of these things mixed into one. Also on top of the fact that you're giving a gift. You know what I'm saying?
So
and you're receiving
let me ask a
gifts.
question then. Wait, can I ask a question?
Because I got something after.
I know.
Please.
Okay.
It's not that deep.
If we take away presents, is it still Christmas?
Absolutely.
It's the same shit as fall. That's what I'm saying. Fall, we have the same spirits. We get pumpkin spice and we get the fucking shit, and we have a fall spirit too. So that's why I'm like,
if you take the presents out of Christmas, it's still fucking Christmas.
So we can still do.
It's
You can
winter.
still
No,
do all of that
Do all the
shit.
lights, do everything, and then just don't even call Christmas. This
You
is
just
what we do.
just
We
let
do
it
That's
be.
what you
Why don't
choose
you
to.
just celebrate the fact that we made it to winter and it's a
Here's
season
the
and we
thing,
just
bro.
haven't.
If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But then that
that's
also
what I'm
takes
saying.
away
That's
from, that takes it
similar.
away from it being a holiday and versus it being we're celebrating this season.
Right,
Does
this
it?
winter
But that's
break,
what I'm saying.
this
Look,
is-
okay.
this
So
break
you take fucking, I don't know.
I don't celebrate no
what's-
holiday, so there's no holiday you can name.
Then the conversation is a moot point.
I'm black, so why is and there's no reason for my black self to celebrate no black American tradition holiday. Period.
Amen.
And there's no convincing me that I should.
Well,
Okay.
so I don't.
Niggas ain't got reparations, but you feel me? If I slap the shit out of all your homies and whoop de whoop, and then y'all niggas is celebrating my birthday, y'all kind of weird.
Well, we wouldn't celebrate.
Well,
why
But that's
would
what
we
you're
celebrate
doing with the
birthday?
American traditions. You're celebrating American traditions. They slap the shit out of all of us, and then you're celebrating with them like, like everything's all good,
Hey,
and it's
man.
not all good.
It's not all good, but at the same time, you can't say that either because
Why I can't?
because like you just said, I don't celebrate. I just told you my point of view of exactly what Christmas is. We're trying to make everything. I feel like we're trying to make everything black and white, but we are living in a very gray time where it's. I don't need to be. I don't necessarily need to say it's black and white because exactly that. You can say I didn't say Merry Christmas. I said you can go check the Facebook. I ain't say nothing about Merry Christmas, but we had a tree. They had presents and everything. I did say Happy Kwanzaa. I'm not saying that I celebrate anything, but I'm saying if we go ahead and
Yeah,
But then
brand.
that's
If you have a brand, you
actions
for
and
sure
words
should be
just-
doing some Christmassy shit just because, nigga, you have a brand
That's
that's
why
I
I'm
getting
saying-
disagree.
more
I
shit on
disagree
Christmas.
completely. Because why would I compromise my morals and who I am?
Hey, man.
to-
I agree with that.
no, I disagree.
I
If
agree
you
with
if you're
that
gonna
as well.
pass up,
Like
you're
just
gonna
like
pass
just
up
like
the
Chick-fil-A,
25th of
guess what?
December.
We're not open
If
Sundays.
You're gonna,
No,
you're gonna
we're not
pass
open
up
Sundays.
the
We're
25th
not-
of December
No,
for anything because especially if you have something to sell and you're gonna
If you
pass
have
up
something
on
to
the
sell, you
25th,
just make
bro.
it cheaper. You don't. That's not celebrating. That's just it's Christmas discounts, nigga.
Hey man,
So-
once again,
well, so the thing about
I wouldn't sell my soul for $1.
that's the thing though. I wouldn't sell my soul for $1 either.
that's what you call it.
But
For sure.
Well, so it depends on what you call. What I view as selling out or selling your soul is literally if I have a moral belief, I'm not gonna stand by it. Or and you
That's
take
why-
money to go against it. You've sold your soul.
That's what
that's
what I-
legitimate. That's legitimate.
What I
how
just said.
feel
I
about it.
morally
So-
don't think this is right, so I morally don't do it. Or
Right,
support it.
I agree with that. With that part of it. So as a parent, I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out as a parent, like which way to kind of go about it because exactly that.
It's not
I'm
no
gonna
right or
take
wrong
away-
way. It's really your choice
Well,
and how you want to raise your kid.
It is your choice, but
Well,
at
your
the same
choice with your
time,
partner. You feel me?
you want to. Because we are living in a gray zone. America is a fully gray zone right now. It's all gray. We still have to pick black or white. You can live in the gray zone, but you still have to pick black or white. You have to pick because, like the Bible says, God don't like no lukewarm. It's just straight up. You need to pick. Either you're hot or you're cold, bro. So we can't sit in lukewarm water.
That's why I'm on the
So-
side that I'm
right,
on.
that's
That's
what
why
I'm
I
saying.
don't fuck
We're
around
on
with
the-
if I don't believe it, why you feel me? Why engage in it? Why
Right.
you feel me? Like it's like just because everyone's doing it, because everyone's doing it, and wouldn't it make you feel better to participate than not participate?
Right, and I
No,
completely
it wouldn't.
agree with that. But then at the same time,
That's
is
not
that,
what I said, by the way. I just want to make that be clear.
Well, no, because exactly that. Because at the same time, I agree with how you're feeling too.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a kid, even me being a kid, I remember I was trying to do plays. I literally would write plays, first to do plays about Jesus and like about it because I was like, this is stupid. I wake up to all this Christmas shit, but
It's not about Jesus.
It's not
at
about
all.
Jesus at all,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And that's for
And
me. That was
needs
the
to-
first initial thing that bothered me about because I grew up in church. Like,
Right.
I sang in the choir, everything, and it was like they even put an X and take Christ out. You feel me? All of this extra stuff, so it becomes not about. It's not about what it's supposed to be about. It's
Right.
trickery.
You can't open the door.
It becomes about consumerism. It becomes about us selling you something. It's like you said, like you're stupid not to join. So everybody, it's people that for sure we know they don't
You
believe
guys
in.
want a slice?
Sure.
Hell yeah, we want to.
Um,
Kind of question.
Of course.
there's Alfredo and cheese, or Alfredo and cheese with pineapple and jalapeno.
Oh.
We don't have meat.
So the first one?
Yeah, Alfredo and cheese is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the first one too.
Hi.
Pineapple and jalapeno. I don't know if I want that together. I'm not sure.
Hi guys.
What's up?
Good.
Y'all funny.
What's taking you so long? You're supposed to be seeing the show.
We are on the
You're
show.
interrupting the
This
show.
is literally recording right now.
You're interrupting the show.
Our show.
Oh,
Yeah.
your show.
Oh, you guys are
What
making
y'all got
the show.
going?
I didn't know
We're
y'all
doing
was.
a show. Yeah.
Oh snap!
Right now?
No, but it's sponsored by Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Caden Bennett, sponsored by Disney Plus.
Check it out.
Check the show out.
Batman and Joker.
Batman and yogurt. Wait, is that what he just said right
Yogurt
there?
or
Batman and yogurt?
No, Joker.
Oh, okay.
I think he put the Spanish after
Yeah.
Joker.
I don't know if we're going to copyright that. We're copyright infringement.
Right? Right, that's why I didn't announce that. When I
Right,
heard it, I didn't
okay.
announce. That's why I only announced it.
He said Batman and Joker. I hope we don't get sued.
Right?
And little boy Harley Quinn.
And little boy Harley Quinn?
Yeah, that's Kaya.
Okay.
Yeah. We call him Harlem Quincy.
That's a fucking bar. Harlem Quincy. That's a bar. Although it's still weird.
It definitely is. But I just tried to cover it up. I tried to do something.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
'Cause he-
Look, I know we got around the middle of the episode, but look.
Hey, this is real shit.
Alfredo and cheese.
Real shit.
You never had Alfredo pizza?
No, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a huge cheese guy.
Mm.
So, you know,
You like it. It's Alfredo. You like pasta?
yeah.
Okay, you like that. I promise you like it.
This nigga
This-
promises
this
me.
is about to be epic.
He gave me a cheese pizza. So, we'll see.
It's about to be epic. You never had this. Tastes like a breadstick. Dipped in
It
Parmesan
tastes like a
cheese.
cheese pizza, nigga. But you know what I'm gonna do?
Tastes like a cheese.
I'm gonna eat everything else. I'm gonna then, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to, you feel me, just stop. I'm gonna stop at the center. You feel me? I'm gonna eat it all the way around and I'm gonna stop at the center. And then I'm gonna bless my my son with the rest. You feel me? He don't eat crust no way. So, you know.
Everybody's
he'll
happy,
love-
right?
He'll love this shit.
Everybody
You know what I
happy.
mean? I'll take
Everybody's
one
happy.
bite, you feel me, get arrested, and when I get to the crib, he'll be like,
No, no, look. Okay,
pizza.
so America was built on capitalism, period.
Facts.
You know that, right? So
Oh,
to
chill.
me, every holiday is just a capitalistic
That's it.
opportunity
That's why there's
for them.
something for them to
And
sell.
so I'm either on the capitalist side or I'm on the consumer side. And all I see is everybody happy to be on the consumer side. You feel me? Now, is it not, you know what I'm saying, festive and whoop-de-whoop to death? First of all, I love the lights, don't get me wrong. The lights is the tightest part to me.
That's what I'm saying. I
I
love
love
lights.
driving around seeing the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit is tight. You know what I'm saying? Decorate y'all's whoop whoop, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Even the stuff I don't celebrate, like Halloween, for instance. I don't celebrate Halloween, but like, I understand and I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but my whole thing is, even that, I feel like it's forced on people. Like, now you walking around telling me Merry Christmas, all like, I don't fucking celebrate. So you feel me? Then do I want to sit there and explain to 6,000 people that I don't celebrate this shit and like how it's offensive to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? No. So then it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just I feel like it's kind of like a forced thing to like it puts people in a position where they feel like not you know what I'm saying, but certain people like it's like, well, everybody's doing it, so I kind of got to do it, or we're the outcast, and then they put it on their kids too, like the kids. Like when I was a kid, to be honest, I didn't care. I wanted to get shit. Like, you feel me? What kid don't want to get shit? So my thing was, get good grades, you can get shit. So whenever I got it, I didn't care if it was December, January, February, March, you know what I'm saying? Whenever, hey, if you feel me, if I gotta wait a month to get it, you feel me? If I gotta wait, you know what I'm saying? I asked you for it in September and you gonna tell me I gotta wait, then you don't want to wait. But
The only thing I really
like, you know what I'm
liked
saying? Like,
about
it really was
holidays-
to say that it's for the kids and kids need this to, like, kids don't need this to be happy
No,
to,
they
you
don't.
know what I'm saying?
That's
To,
what
like,
I
you feel
don't
me?
like about it. Kids
That's
don't need this to
the
be happy.
argument that I've had with adults. I've never had a kid arguing with me about Christmas. Adults
No.
always, and they always try to use the kid thing. It's like, no, to be honest, most of it is We grew up on this shit.
Right.
You grew up on this shit when you were a kid, and now
that's
you
why
have
you
a
say it's for the
family.
adults.
Now you have a family. You want to pass those same traditions over,
Right.
which is understandable. But like I said, it's not about the kid. It's about the adults wanting to pass something on to their kid because we don't have no traditions.
No, we don't.
So
I
instead of
agree.
inventing our own, like you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I get it,
So-
but
so
no,
would
not for
you-
me. But I
would
do
you-
get it.
Well, no, I agree with you. That's why I'm
Even
asking.
that, you guys,
to
you
take
see
out the
family. Like it's a
presents.
lot into it. You see family. It's an opportunity to see family. You know what I mean? Like my sister, for instance, she goes to school in Tennessee. She's home right now. So you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna be home. Ooh, like it's a lot of different shit that goes into it. But
That's what I'm saying.
that one, but still in all. Guess what? When my sister came home to my house, she came home to my house with open arms and love. But she didn't come home to like a roof
Right,
on the
but-
floor. You know what I'm saying? On the
well-
shit and all that. She just came home to love. She came home to what do you want? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What do you need? And not because it's December and Christmas, but because you're in college and nigga, you've been busting your ass and like you're on break, so I want you to go back with some shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So my thing about it, literally, is that, like I said, at this point,
Damn, y'all finished. Let's talk.
it's one of those things where
I just didn't eat the cheese part.
where
It's pretty
you-
good when you don't eat the cheese part. Because what they didn't
It's
tell
the bread.
here's the thing, they didn't
The
tell
cheese part
you
of the
is
cheese pizza?
the fucking the sauce instead of sauce like
It's
tomato
Alfredo.
sauce, it's
Yeah, it's
Alfredo.
Alfredo sauce.
That's where I was wondering where the fucking Alfredo part was. It was
Oh.
underneath the cheese.
Yeah.
Take the cheese off, eat the Alfredo, tastes like garlic bread.
But
It's
if you
good to
eat
eat the cheese
pizza,
up.
you don't eat pizza at all?
I eat
If you
pizza,
eat pizza
but here's
with
the
meat,
thing,
it's
I
just
take
minus the
the
meat.
cheese off the pizza. I will take.
So you
I'll
take the-
Okay, so let me explain.
Wait,
okay?
how
let
do
me.
we-
I'm gonna explain.
Because it
to
sounds
you-
like you're
let
taking
me
the meat
explain
off
to you-
and then
Okay, look.
putting it-
Okay, look. All right, let me land. All right. This is what it is. All right. When I eat a piece of pizza, right? When I take a piece of pizza out of the box, say it's super melty, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm chopping off all the cheese that's coming off, and I'm making sure that it goes back on the rest of the pizza. Then, nigga, the cheese that's hanging off that front piece, I take that cheese off, and then I leave, you know what I'm saying, like just a little bit of cheese underneath the piece of pepperoni, and then I eat
Oh,
the
the piece-
pepperoni.
so
but I
okay,
won't
so-
eat the excess cheese. That's the thing.
I-
With every bite, I will not eat the
In my
excess
head,
cheese because
you took the whole cheese
No.
off and then took the pepperoni and put them back on and then ate it. And I was like, that's a lot of work.
Pizza, like, it's not
and I
worth
can
it.
just order it like that.
I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. So
Yeah,
you're
no.
telling me you take the ingredients
No,
off
that's
and
too-
then
that's
put
too
them
much
back
work,
on?
bro. That's way too much work, bro.
That's why I was like, nigga,
No,
you're
no,
very...
Yeah,
Right,
and
and
if-
order-
and if
order
I was-
cheese
and
with
if-
pizza.
and if I wasn't willing to do that every single time I ordered pizza, that means I have a problem. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's like an obsession, like a-
this nigga
a-
might have
obsession.
OCD or something.
Right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. No.
Oh,
But that's
that's a
like, so I
process.
won't eat the excess
Okay,
cheese.
no,
bro.
that
So
makes-
even,
okay, that makes a
you know
little
what I'm saying?
more
So I'll take there'll be a little thin, tiny line of pizza.
So
of
you don't
cheese
eat
for
pizza
every
a lot
bite.
then, that means.
No,
You're not
I'll
really-
eat the shit out of pizza a lot. But I just want I eat it like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
That
process,
cheese.
the way
So
that's the
even
way it
if
gets
you
down
order
for me.
pizza yourself,
Yeah,
why don't you
the
just
same
order it
way.
without cheese?
Because the thing is, bro,
Everybody else wants
you don't
cheese?
want it without cheese.
This nigga's nuts. Any woman that's dated him, I'm sorry.
And this crazy, I just said this shit
That's
out loud.
crazy.
Pizza, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
That's
still
what we're saying.
You feel me? It's still pizza.
No, it's
but
comedy because that's what Katie does.
you don't
bro.
want it without cheese.
That is that's
but,
what
you
Katie
know,
does. Katie, we don't eat pepperoni pizza, bro. But Katie refuses to eat cheese pizza. Katie wants the
Cheese
pepperoni.
pizza
You want the
is kinda
pepperoni
nasty.
and they don't
Pepperoni's
pepperoni.
off.
It's like
Yeah,
it's still pepperoni flavor
Yeah,
lingers on
nigga,
there.
let me get the pepperoni on the side if I have to, nigga, and I'll put them bitches on each slice. You feel
My
me?
nigga, you might as well
Each
get a
bite.
Lunchable. You know the Lunchables, how you put the sauce on it and then you
Bro.
you sprinkle the cheese
Bro,
and then
I
you put the
hate,
pepperoni.
bro. How many niggas? I had like a.
My nigga would just
I would
skip the
put the
cheese.
thinnest
He
layer.
just get a couple
No,
of
it'd be a thin. No, what I did was, bro, I just put a tiny thin layer of tomato sauce. I don't like the tomato sauce either, bro. There's a shitload of tomato sauce. I don't want that shit either.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Bro, I will fuck up some pizza in the worst way, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will not look good or delicious to anybody else. That's the only way I can get it down my stomach. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of weird ticks like that,
Oh
you know.
shit, that was
But
hilarious.
That's
nigga.
crazy.
Yeah,
That
because
just
you don't
made
want
my
to, you
whole
know,
day.
it's still pizza. You feel
It
me?
is,
You still,
but-
and that's the thing. Other people. Here's the thing, bro. Like I've always been kind of a person that's like, okay, like first of all, like there's always other people around. If I order a pizza, 9 times out of 10, I'm eating with other people. I'm not gonna just eat it by myself.
No, that's what I
you
thought
can't,
about.
you know, you can't just order a pizza with no cheese on it. Everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Because everybody loves cheese. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for me to just take it off than it is for, you know, everybody else to be like, bro, what the fuck is this, man? Like you said, you had pizza, bro. Sorry, my nigga. I like it with a little tomato sauce and a little. I've
You
ordered.
said you had
Look, bro.
pizza.
Like, nah, this shit is inside, my nigga.
Look,
It's
bro.
not pizza.
Look, I've had pizza where it was like you order it like with light cheese, bro, and then it's just baked on the fucking bread, so that makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a crust the whole way down.
Right, it's
I don't
cheesy-
want it like that.
cheesy
You know what I'm
ass
saying?
bread.
A little, it's like moisture. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it's something that,
tomato
yeah.
sauce, but not too much
It's
tomato
not
sauce.
too dry.
I am way too picky for a lot of things, bro. That's why I like Asian food, because I like all the ingredients in Asian food most of the time.
That's
So it's
facts.
like,
That's
you know,
facts.
I don't have to make it certain ways for it to be good. You know
So-
what I'm saying?
Is your son like you when it comes to being picky?
Absolutely not.
He's
bro.
a savage, he don't care?
Anything, bro. He'll eat it off the
He like,
fucking
Daddy,
ground.
give me your cheese.
He'll eat it. If it hits the fucking bathroom, fuck, like he'll eat it anywhere, anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
Do you teach him like, hey man, that's like
Goddamn right,
tone it
bro.
down?
Yeah,
Like,
knock that shit off. Like, you can't eat that right there, bro.
You
It
can't
touched
do
the
that.
ground, bro. The dog ate it, like, or whatever. It fucking fell off the dog's mouth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like,
Did he catch me looking?
boy, if you put that in your mouth,
no,
I'm gonna whoop your behind.
Oh,
Okay.
you savage.
And then he's upset because I stopped him from getting salmonella. You know what I'm saying?
All
The
right.
fuck?
All right, we're gonna go with the
Osmosis
Christmas Day.
Jones.
Cause this Christmas Day
That was
is
a
good.
great movie.
That's my
Anyway,
fucking favorite.
yeah, I
One
just
of my
thought of
favorite
that, by the
movies.
way.
But no, real shit. So then, like legit then, because I still want to know. Because not that I said I feel guilty. I'm content with what the fuck I do. I already know that. But I know this is a really, like, this is a big thing. Like, so really, like, if we just take the Christmas, and we just call it Maz.
it's just a mask.
Just call it winter break and
Once
take
again,
away the
bro,
presents. Is
you
that
know.
cool? Like nigga, family still get the.
Will it be
That's
cool
my
for
thing.
your nigga? You can't ask me. Will it be cool for your family?
I
You
mean,
feel like
No, I'm not. I
That's
don't.
the
I
thing.
don't.
You're married. You have a. That's a thing too.
That's not why I'm
'cause
asking
we,
it though. I'm not
like-
just talking
like-
about for me. Like I mean, I'm talking about like in general. This is a regular thing. This
Well,
is something that.
well, it's a heavy- it's
regular.
It's not just-
turned into law type of thing.
No, it's a lot
Yeah,
of different
it's
things.
not
Because
gonna-
like I
exactly,
said,
like,
but no,
And I
because
hypothetical.
the thing is, like I said, it is an aspect of there is a religious aspect to it. You feel me? So that's why I say like I don't know your religion. You know what I'm saying? But like there are people who are Christians and like you know what I'm saying. If
Well,
that's the case,
well-
you're kind of supposed to be celebrating. It.
Well, so
now
that's
then
the
when you
thing.
come to the Santa Clausness of it, that's just like I said. That goes back to me to the capitalism part. It's like, well, shit. If they're not Christians, how are we gonna sell Christmas to them?
Right.
We got to come up with another story.
Right.
So if they don't get the Jesus thing, rock with Santa Claus. You feel me?
Facts.
To me, that's the you know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah,
but
equivalent.
with that being said, though, you like if you're saying in general for the world, I can't take it out because like I said, that's people's beliefs.
Well,
Like,
no,
you
I
feel me?
understand, but is that really that? That's why I'm asking it because there's a
And then
difference
also-
between belief and truth. I don't care about.
But
what
then
people's
also
beliefs
tradition
are.
could be like, nigga, tradition could be that me, you, and him, we take a shot before we go out every Friday night. You know what I'm saying? So a tradition is just a tradition.
Right,
It
so-
has as much weight or value as the individual. So for some people, that's what I'm saying. Like for you, if you genuinely feel like when I speak about how I like. You know what I'm saying? How I feel about the situation. I'm not saying you need to adapt my feelings, and you know what I'm saying. So
No, of
like with
course.
Cap, if Cap genuinely, he might not be a Christian or nothing, but he might
Right.
genuinely be what he said, like the spirit, the whoop de whoop. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like this is why I do it. I know about the history, but I don't care about none of that. I care about what me and my family's our reasons are. So
Well,
you know what I'm
no,
saying? If you guys have internal reasons why you do it, an internal, you know what I'm saying?
That's really what it comes
You know what I'm
down
saying?
to, bro.
That's just what it is. Like I'm gonna still talk my shit and make my jokes because that's what I do with my friend. Like I talk shit. I like to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk shit.
I
no
get
matter
that.
what,
That's,
but-
that's not what I'm saying. I'm literally saying like nigga, like as a hypothetical because here's like I said, you're picking a black side. I'm asking you
Yeah,
come back.
my side.
I know.
My side is black. That's why.
I
But I
know.
said it's up to you. Is what I'm.
Well, what
Is it
I'm
okay
saying,
how?
Damn.
Look, is it okay for you not to take to? It's okay
All right,
if it's
let me
okay
ask-
to you.
Let me ask you.
Did you get what I'm saying? If it's okay, because he's asking me,
He's
do I
pleading
like
the fifth,
bond?
is what he's saying. He's pleading the fifth.
No, I'm not pleading the fifth. I'm saying
I see what
I
see
already
what
made
he's
my
saying,
statement of
yeah.
I don't like it and I don't
Yeah.
agree that it should be celebrated. So you're further asking me. You
That's
feel
what I'm
me?
saying. So I'm saying right there, are you saying that Christmas as a whole, are you saying that the traditions behind, because this is what I'm getting at. Christmas is a tradition. It's not, if you take the quote unquote religious part of it out of it,
It's
if
also
you-
still
if
a
you
national
still-
holiday, either
If
way
you
it
still
goes.
believe it, right? It's a national holiday because the national freaking is Christianity. Like whether we want to admit to it or not, that's what
Yeah, that's what
it
it's supposed to
is.
be. No,
Right.
yeah.
So that's why it's a national holiday. So that's what I'm saying. Because it's a national holiday, like you said, you have to pick the capitalist side or the consumer side. As it being a national holiday, my family has all the day off. My kids got winter break off. We do whatchamacallit. That's why they created Kwanzaa in the first place, was to have something, a reason for us to still say, hey,
Yeah, to still do
we're
it.
going to
Yeah,
get
exactly.
together and put a title under it and get together and have a good time as a family. And we're taking out of, because like I told you, I don't care about the Christmas. I'm still trying to understand why we are celebrating it. Because
Why?
people-
Who?
not
Everybody
us,
or you?
why people, not me personally, because like I said, we don't celebrate like that, but why
Who
is
is
it
we? 'Cause you said we just now.
as a people, as
Black
a
people.
not even as a black people, as
But that's
the
why I'm
people-
saying
as
everybody
people who
has-
celebrate it or
right,
No,
as
yeah.
people
like
who
but like I said,
celebrate
that's why I
it,
said
why do
every-
they celebrate it?
No,
Why
but that's
is
the
that
thing.
still-
Everybody
so-
has their own reason. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Each like you can go to 5 different families and they can all give you a different.
I think he's just asking what would those reasons be.
That's what I'm
Is
saying.
that
I'm
what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm
For-
saying.
as a
I'm
talking
saying
point,
what
right?
what would these reasons actually be? Because if we know, that's why it goes with, like I was saying at the very first. If we know that, I mean, at least us here as a collective and the circles within what I know we roll with can all pretty much say, yeah, we get it. Christ wasn't born on Christmas. So why are we still? Are we just stuck? Is this just it's just a tradition? Niggas
No,
just can't
because
break out of it.
no,
Or is
because
it-
I think
also-
it's a choice, bro. Like
That's
it's,
what I'm
it's
saying.
at the end of the
Like,
day,
what we-
at the
what
end of
we
the
saying?
at the end of the day, it's a choice whether or not you're gonna celebrate it or not. Just like said. But like I did that anyway. But like I said, bro, at the end of the day, if you're making that choice and whatever those decisions are, whatever they're gonna
Yeah,
be,
whatever the root is, though.
nobody, you know. It's not necessarily good or bad whether, and if you know about
Yeah, that's
it,
what I said.
if you have the conscious knowledge that you know about the reason why this is the way it is, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, or why, you know, what actually happened behind the actual history behind the holiday or whatever, and if you're choosing to celebrate it, you're choosing to celebrate it because it's fucking fun at that point. Because you're not choosing to
Yeah, that's just
celebrate
what you wanna
You're-
do. You
exactly.
wanna enjoy it.
You're not
Okay.
choosing.
That's
you're
what-
not
but
choosing.
that's why I-
you're not
that's-
choosing.
But that's why I
all.
was saying is really because like I said, some people they might know everything like you said, but it's just like, but I like it. I like
Right.
it.
It's
You know what
fun.
I'm saying? So,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
and there's nothing for me to really say to them.
Okay,
So
so
now,
now-
it's like,
so
like I said, it's like-
now, let me go a little bit.
Okay,
now,
I feel
so
you.
now that you said
Touche,
that,
my nigga.
I mean, you
You said-
that
said
person
exact-
would be and people and you would categorize that person as probably as a consumer. You know what I'm saying?
But most people,
so now I'm gonna dig right here.
most people are without. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be aware that he is and accept it. Most people are, but they have an excuse, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they won't realize. Like, at the end of the day, because of the fact that, like he said, it's fun, right? So right now, me, if I'm saying take it away, fuck this shit, but then everyone's looking at me like, not y'all, but just people, like, okay, so then what do we do? It's like you're taking it away, but you're not offering us a
That's what I'm
replacement.
saying right there.
So you feel
So that's
me?
what I'm saying right
so
there.
for me,
So-
I don't need a replacement though because, like I said, I've been buying my
Yeah,
son.
and
I've
you
been
know-
buying my son stuff all year.
Yeah.
I've been
So-
buying my
so-
woman stuff
okay.
all year. I've been spending money all year, so
All
I don't need
year.
another reason to spend money just because.
Right.
Okay, so
I don't need a reason to tell them I
That's
love
what
them,
I'm
to tell
trying
them
to
I'm
get
proud
to.
of them.
Cause see, here's
So
the
that-
thing.
now
I
that
wouldn't
we-
be
so
doing
dig
that
it.
shit. I'll wait till December, nigga. Here's the thing, bro. You feel me? Like sometimes you ain't
That's
got
what
it
I'm
like
digging
that.
to. I wanna
Sometimes,
know why,
sometimes
right?
certain things aren't available until December. Sometimes there's
I get
there's
it.
there's certain
That's
things that
facts.
only get released in December. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's behind all of this shit. There's a certain the capitalist side of it. You know what I'm saying? Shines through obviously because it's they're selling you something. But at the end of the day, there's a reason behind it. You feel me?
So now-
there's a reason behind spending that money at the end of the year rather than spending it throughout the entire year. I can tell my son, hey, if you're good for the entire year on Christmas, you feel me, I'll get you some presents. Whether or not I say Santa's going to get you some presents or Malcolm's going to get you some presents, at the end of the day, you're going to get some presents. Now, if I can fucking, if I don't have the money right then throughout at that moment, like say I don't have that money at the moment in March, you feel me?
Right.
March comes around, I ain't got it for you, bruh. All right, cool. Now I know what he wants. You feel me? I can tell him, hey, you got till I can make the marker saying December 25th. I have from December 25th, and you're good. I can get this shit on December 25th. Now he's
What
got
if
a
it's
marker.
not there no more? If
it's
it was
not-
in March, then you feel me?
Nigga, we got Amazon,
Because
bro.
for
It's
me
always
personally,
there.
because the whole time while you're
It's
saying
always
that,
there.
because I'm like, I can do the same thing without putting a date. I'll get it later. I can't get it now, but when I got it, I don't have to even give you a date.
You don't have
know
to.
what I'm
You don't have to make it a date
You know what
for.
I'm
You
saying?
don't have to make it a date. I mean, that's
Well, no,
I
but that's-
understand that.
that's
or
what-
if you didn't make it the 25th, you made it the 26th.
That's what I'm asking. So what
Or
I'm
just
asking is,
I could say this like I could just pick
Say the
December.
first
Like,
or
hey,
say
look, at the
December.
end of the year, bro. You feel me?
so the reason
You know
why
what
I'm
saying?
asking though is for exactly that, because as we go forward teaching our kids, now we are like bringing it full circle to like the power of the black dollar. We've been discussing that and all that crap, and y'all saw. I mean, I know you saw it, the Powernomics thing.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm the
Did
one
you
that
see
shared it.
it?
That's why my brother
Yeah.
kept sharing it.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet.
I saw it
whatever,
twice.
but I know Powernomics has a lot to do with just based off what I know about it. It has a lot to do with exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't support,
Right,
especially
so
black people buying into
So
that.
my
You feel me?
question is though, is that we can't come across, or my point with it is that we can't come across and be like, I can't go to every, because I got into this exact, I'm like you, but my wife is like you, so me and her being
Obviously,
right, so
yeah.
we had to come to a conclusion like that. But the thing about that is that allowed me to see that that's gonna be with trying to unite us as a people.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to unite. So depending on what
Hey, you know what I did to
philosophies
my,
I'm teaching
you
my
know what I
kids.
did to my old lady though? As far as it, you want to celebrate Christmas? Pay for it. You pay for it. Don't. I won't. So I won't stop you. You pay for it though, because I don't do it.
But my lady can pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
But she can pay for it,
Ain't
but
nothing-
I don't want that. I
Ain't
don't want her to
nothing
pay
you can
for
do.
it.
But as far as that goes,
That's
but I mean,
not-
now that's a problem. But because she could have still paid for it.
Right,
But it's
that's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
it puts it in perspective of like, dang, he's really not going to participate in this. So it makes, you know what I'm saying? Like now we have to have a
But
discussion.
as that though,
Now we have to have a real discussion, and you can't just
Well,
you know,
we've
just
had-
force my hand to do
Well,
something.
no,
I
she
don't wanna do.
never forced my hand. That's why we had the argument. But what I'm saying is like exactly that. These are the philosophies that we're gonna teach our kids. I'm expecting my kids.
Well,
to
see,
literally
that's the
be-
thing is, no matter what you teach
Damn,
him
nigga,
right
let me
now,
finish.
no, when he grows up, he's gonna make a choice.
Oh,
When he grows up, he's
like, nah,
gonna make a
nigga,
choice. Is
we'll
what I'm
keep
saying.
this bitch up.
He's
Either
gonna
way,
make a choice. An
if you teach him
educated
not to do it,
decision.
are you?
I know. I'm not gonna teach him. That's what I'm saying right there. The philosophies. Let me finish. The philosophies that we're teaching our kids. If I plan on my kids being able to have and the ability to unite with other people's kids, knowing that the philosophies of what they're teaching, my kids have to be able to have a middle ground. So I can't come at you saying that you're absolutely wrong for doing Christmas or whatever it is. I can't come at you doing that. If I wanted to topple the market or something like that. We wanted to make some type of serious stand as Black America and put all of our power together. We would have to unite, which means that's a bunch of different philosophies, a bunch of different mindsets coming together and understanding and saying, hey, we're shutting down on this. We've had several opportunities, and they've talked about this on the Revolt Summit and stuff like that, to where we don't make these steps forward and shut these things down because we can't be all in one alignment. So if we can't be all in one alignment, my question is, what area do we work with? Because like I said, I have to teach my kids these philosophies. So my kid has to be able to go to old boy over there and who I'm a diehard Christmas is about Christ, and find a way to explain to him and level with him that, hey, I get what you're trying to do, but if we're trying to do something bigger right now and we're trying to come together, this is what we got to do it. How do we explain?
There's no way.
There has to be a way.
No,
There isn't no way.
Just like you just said that to me, that's what it is. Like, you feel me? Because even now, well, my whole point that I was making about, like I said, regardless of what you teach your kid, you don't have to forbid them when they grow up. So, like I said, we could celebrate it. When you grow up, you're gonna make your decision. You know what? this is how my dad felt about it. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna either stick to what he did, or you know what I'm saying. Like,
But that's not
that's
what
gonna
I'm.
happen.
That's not what I mean by that.
But no, what I'm not just like I didn't let you finish. You're not letting me finish.
But you're not getting what I'm.
You didn't get what I was saying, because what I'm saying is once he passes that along, whatever he chooses is what he's, so just like that Christian boy, if you're a diehard Christian, for one, you're not swaying me, because
That's not true.
That's what it's what diehard means.
No, but that's.
I'm a diehard
that's,
Christian.
okay, but that's
you can't
not,
convince me if I'm a diehard Christian
That's not.
that I shouldn't celebrate Christ because I'm a diehard Christian.
But that's okay. So then, if you're saying that, then that's basically telling me that there would be absolutely no way for us to band together about.
No, there's not one. There's no. That's the thing about black people that say there's no one race not one race. Black people or any other race. White people. There's no one race that all agrees across the board on shit.
No,
You feel
that's
me?
not
What happens is the people that have enough power agree enough to do some shit about it. But black people don't have enough people in power that agree.
That's not
The
necessarily
people on the
true.
lower level are not the people that's moving and shaking as much shit as the people that are in power.
All right, okay. Before we go any further with this, I just want to let you guys know we're going down a rabbit hole now. You feel me?
Oh,
what
of
I mean
course.
what I mean by that is that we're moving past the Christmas subject, and now we're going down a rabbit hole. Are we gonna continue going down this rabbit hole, knowing that we had a conversation about what we were gonna talk about before this, or are we gonna continue down the rabbit hole?
No, he had a conversation with what he wanted to bring up.
No, absolutely not. I'm just saying
No,
we can continue.
I agree.
But
So
we did agree.
What do you want to do?
That we were
You
gonna
wanna go
be-
down the rabbit hole, or
No,
we can continue.
You know what I want to do.
let's go.
We're in the middle. We're always on two opposite
Let's
sides.
go.
I never want to go shallow.
So
Yeah, let's go down the rabbit hole.
let's go down the rabbit hole. Then fuck it.
Might as well.
I mean, so continue. So
But
continue
you have
what
to
you guys
to
were
make
saying.
to make it entertaining though. We have to kind of engage to make it.
Well,
more
no, yeah, we'll engage.
Because we don't want it to sound just like a conversation
And
we're
we
having.
don't, and we
that
also
they
don't want to
get.
have a. We also don't want to have a fucking hour-long conversation.
No, but that's why I'm asking.
I
these
do
questions.
because that's
I
what
already
that's what we
have.
all, like the Powernomics thing he was talking about is an hour-long
Yeah,
Breakfast
it's-
Club
it's like
conversation
this. It's
about
literally like this.
woke
Fuck
shit,
it.
about black
Let's do it.
folk. That's the thing. That's for me. That's what it is. It's like niggas don't want to listen to niggas talking about shit.
But
You feel
that's
me?
but
Like,
you still see that's what I'm saying right there though. That might be true. That is true. But I fully believe in. So part of the reason why I started this podcast in general, like there were several reasons, and this is part of the reason why I've been asking you about the Kundalini awakening and all that shit. Is because before I smoked weed, before any of that shit, probably almost 2 years ago now, I'm pretty sure I had a Kundalini awakening. And since that moment, weird shit, whatever, all the signs, all that shit, spiritual forces talking to me, all that shit, right? So where we had an encounter, we've had two encounters. We had an encounter last night on our anniversary where legitimately a situation took place, which I'll tell y'all later.
All right, wait. I'm sorry. I really hate to cut you off, but you gotta go back and you gotta explain what the fucking Kundalini is, bro.
Okay.
yeah,
You
see,
know
that's what I was
I'm
gonna say,
saying?
but
No,
I don't.
that's fine.
But
That's
and this
fine.
is why
We're gonna go down the fucking rabbit hole.
in
You
the
guys
middle
already
of some
explained
shit
exactly what the
because
fuck you're talking about, 'cause I
I
know what the
listen
fuck
from
you're talking about.
a regular person's perspective, and I know like, okay, hold on, like even with the
Oh, I know.
so it's just like, okay, you got to spoon feed people.
And here's
No,
the thing, bro.
but
I am a regular fucking person.
But
so.
that's
No,
why,
no, it's nothing.
that's
I wasn't
why
saying
I'm
it as
doing
a diss.
That's
Yeah, I
why
wasn't
I'm
saying it as
doing
a
it
diss.
just like
Okay.
that. Is because I know you are. So I know if you're intrigued, everyone else will be too. It's not about and this is where I'm come to say that basically upon the meditation and when I came to this idea of Father in the first place, one of the other things came to me, which was a question which I can't remember if I asked you guys both or not, but it was how do you wake up sleeping people? How do you wake up sleeping people?
But
Okay,
there's,
I
but
see-
there's,
I see where
see,
you're
the
going
thing
with
is
that.
though, there's
Okay,
different
you brought it
ways.
right
There's
back
different
around.
ways to wake somebody sleep. Period.
There
There
But
are.
see,
No, just in general.
And so
But-
what his point was is the fact that how do you reach the people? You're saying how do you reach the people who are
But what I'm saying is,
who are
no,
asleep?
what I'm saying
and
is
you're
it's not
saying
one
that they,
way.
there's and you
No,
say, but
no, there's
wait,
not one way.
No, there's
Okay.
not.
What
There's
I'm saying is
several
there's
ways.
several. Like for
Okay.
instance, if you're asleep right now and he's asleep right now, I might just be able to be like, get up.
Right.
Okay.
But you might sleep harder than that.
Now
You
let
feel
me-
me? So it's different.
Okay, so
there's
let me-
different
let me-
ways.
let
It's
me
not just
further
like
the
everybody's
question.
gonna wake up right now.
So hold
because
on,
we
let
did
me,
this.
let me further the question then because it wasn't it's that, but it's even deeper than that. The full question of what I was given was how do you wake up sleeping people, but you're asleep yourself? You're asleep. If you get up and you wake up, I want you to really think about how deep this is. If you wake up and you get up and you show that you are awake, you are gonna get killed. They are gonna spot you, they're gonna find you, and you're gonna get killed.
Who's they?
Whoever they are.
Whoever the day is.
Whoever
Just
the day
think-
is.
Just think insidious.
This is how the
But,
question came to me.
Exactly. Think the opposition. Just feel like that. Whoever the opposition
But that's the thing.
But I was asleep the whole time. How would I know there's an opposition?
You're asleep the whole time. But if you, the Matrix, right?
Okay.
You're inside the Matrix.
I'm thinking Matrix right now.
Think Matrix,
okay.
right? You're in the Matrix.
Okay.
If you take the blue pill or you take the red pill or whatever, and you become outside of the Matrix, every time you go into the Matrix, you have to act, and you cannot move as though the more they moved and did things that were a part of the Matrix,
they realized,
the more,
hey, what the fuck?
Exactly. The more the
security
agents came, right?
You're supposed to act like an agent when you're in the Matrix, so you're
Okay.
plugged up. So
Right.
I'm following right now.
So,
analogy's good. The
How
great
do you
analogy.
wake?
That's where I was going.
So when you have, if there's an alarm system, if I wake up, there's a possibility I get gunned down. How do I wake?
You have to figure out how to do it here without doing it.
Right, and
So you're saying how do you wake the people up in the Matrix while being in the
while
Matrix?
you're still in the Matrix.
the only answer that I was able to come to was exactly that, subconsciously. It's a under surface level thing, which is why I say going down the rabbit hole every once in a while for this, because
But-
So you're talking about
average-
brainwashing people basically. Like
Well,
brainwashing.
We're talking about
subconsciously,
We're talking about
brainwashing, unbrainwashing,
people.
reverse brainwashing.
Yeah, people already are.
Which is
Exactly.
brainwashing.
No, exactly. It's exactly
But
what
yeah,
it is.
I get what you're saying.
But it's so it's that's why I asked,
the brain.
because
People are programmed, so we need to deprogram.
right.
Exactly.
But see, the thing about it is,
With the
though,
I like that
that
better
you
than
can't
brainwash.
you
don't
can't
got to program them to nothing.
deprogram.
You just have to.
You have to deprogram them.
You don't have to give them a full
You gotta take the
program.
chip
You
out.
have to kind of put a battery in their back to what program they're gonna run on, because
Reset.
everybody can't run. Everybody's not running on the same shit. Like everybody's not supposed to be in the forefront, soldiers, warriors, doing this, being loud and being vocal. Everybody's not. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
different strokes for different folks. So you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You can't program everybody the same. It's not like a brainwash as far as like just sit you in front of the same shit and like I said, some people gonna. What me and him have a conversation about, that's gonna spark him. It might be a whole nother conversation that sparks, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what it is. Even for me, as a person that's more advanced in it, you feel me? Like,
Right.
sometimes you might be somewhere where I'm not catching that, and then somebody else breaks it down a different way. I'm like, oh, okay,
Which is-
I get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So, exactly why, which is what I'm asking is basically exactly that, is that how do we, if we know something is not know something is wrong, but we know specifically as to why we can't celebrate this. We understand why we can't, like to a level that's deeper than most as to why Christmas is bad. However, going against stuff like Christmas is that it's a national holiday. That's nigga, it's a
There's
national
a lot of positives
holiday.
behind it, nigga.
There's-
you know what I'm
right.
saying? There's a
So-
whole lot of positives
so-
behind it.
So it comes to either do we just remain outcasted and do we not try to wake everybody else to the subject of it, or do we not? And that's where I come to the question of it, because what I've been through my spiritual journey of Marine Corps and the life, it's come to my attention that I'm supposed to be, whether I believe in Christ, whatever it is, according to the higher power, I am supposed to be here spreading the good news of the higher power and what it is. And there's so many people around us that don't understand what we're here for, and we're living in bondage.
but
and
sometimes you
slavery
just gotta,
because of it.
it's just like the last episode that I was on with y'all when I told you about the kid in the LA. You feel
Yeah.
me? Sometimes you just drop it and motherfuckers ain't gonna pick it up. They gonna look at it. They gonna step on your shit. I get my shit stepped on all the time. Cap stepped on my Christmas shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, nigga, you got it fucked up. Nigga, you're having fun. You got this fucked up. Like, he stepped on that shit. But guess what? Guess what? Later on in life, he might be like, you know what? Woo, woo. You feel me? He might not. You feel me? It's just, it is what it is. You feel me?
This nigga don't
You
even
can't-
have Christmas shit. That's not what his Christmas shit.
You did stomp you stomped my thing. You was like, nigga. You didn't say I respect your beliefs. You feel me? You was like,
Yeah, no.
what the fuck? That's crazy.
No, I didn't.
That's
But
what I'm
that's the thing.
saying.
I wasn't.
I know.
So here's the thing.
It's
I wasn't
okay.
saying-
It's
no,
okay, but
no,
that's
no,
what
no.
it was. You
But
feel
here,
me?
let me clarify, because what I was saying was I wasn't saying that you're crazy if you don't celebrate it. What I'm saying, what I said was if you are running a business, and that's what I said prior to that sentence. I said if you are running a business.
No, I was talking about that made sense.
But that's the reason why.
But no, I was
That's
talking
the
about
reason
even
why I
before
said
it
that,
was
you
like
feel me?
you
No,
feel
I
me?
was
Like,
Kinda
and I will, because here's the thing, bro. Like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't care if you don't celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? If you don't celebrate it, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? If you do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. And if you're cool with that, you're cool with that, bro. No big deal. I don't care. You feel me?
I didn't say you care. I said you shitted on Like I said, it
I
wasn't
didn't
like
shit.
it wasn't like
Well,
if somebody
I
that
didn't
like
mean to-
like
I didn't
if
mean to
somebody.
shit on
No,
it.
I didn't say you
I
I didn't say
didn't
you
mean
meant
to
to.
shit
I
on
just
it.
I
You
just
feel me?
said that's what it's gonna be, nigga. You feel me? You said should you do it? I said just know sometimes you're gonna do it and people are gonna reject the shit out of you.
Oh, I
You're
know.
gonna be the crazy one. You're gonna be the weirdo.
Oh,
They're not gonna
always.
be like, yeah, you're right. We're black. We shouldn't be doing. They're gonna be like, nigga, so.
No, but that's
Give a
what
fuck.
that's
Nigga,
what I'm asking.
You're
is
here
it
now.
still-
We've been doing it.
and-
Why are you crying now in 2019?
And
2020?
that's basically what I'm still asking
So?
is exactly that. Is it better to still like we were saying the last episode? Is it better to lay the seed even if it falls onto as a seed
That-
bearer?
so
am
you
I
gotta
supposed
ask
to
yourself
lay
that
the
though.
seed?
I have a
You
question.
can't ask another
So-
person.
I'm
You
not
can.
asking.
I can give you my
I'm
answer.
asking. I'm honestly asking.
You
for
gotta
you
ask
because
yourself
I have my
that. Like,
answer.
what should I do? Should I
Oh,
talk
yeah,
to
no, I
people or
have
should
my
I
answer.
keep it to myself?
So, my
Should I just
question-
be the change?
So
Should I
is
just-
there any value in repurposing something from the history of it? Like,
I think there can be.
I mean, and so and,
I
and
think-
so
I think
there
with
can
that
be.
being and with that being said, is the same is what Christmas may have been built on. Whoever fucking started Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever the fucking holidays or holidays in fucking general. You know what I'm saying? Does that have to does the history of it have to correlate to what's going on today? If
I
I'm
think
sitting
yes and
around,
no.
if we know fucking America's shitty, America's always been shitty, America's never really done anything to help us, and we're celebrating this holiday. But if knowing that and I'm saying, okay, well, I'm taking this time to, regardless of whatever the fuck's going on out there and whatever the fuck the history of it was, if I'm saying I'm sitting here, this is the time I get to spend with my family.
With your family. Yeah, no, that's
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
with
that.
that being said, is there anything to be said about repurposing that and saying, okay, well, reframing it from the history that it had and saying, well, this is what it is now.
That's kind of what I want to do.
You
I
know
want
what
to
I'm
find a
saying?
way to do that because I feel like not enough people are gonna just be like, oh, let's abandon.
No,
Christmas.
nobody's
Here's the
they're
thing.
they're
and,
not.
and here's
They're
the
not.
thing,
That's
people
not happening.
aren't going to abandon
Right.
Christmas because here's
That's
the thing,
not
bro.
happening.
I
You
know.
get the day off, nigga. You get 2 weeks off, bro. You're expecting me
Exactly.
to abandon it? Because,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
that's what I'm getting at. I'm like, so then if that be the case, so then bringing it all the way full circle, because I expect my kids, what I expect Caden and Cash, Caden already has power. Like, this little nigga has power. Like, regardless of say, and he's 6, bro. So by the time, like, if I don't train his mind to be able to properly use his influence to do the proper shit, because he can make a serious impact, and
But
I
see,
expect him to.
And so the thing
I'll
is,
expect
he's going
him
to,
to,
and
right.
with that influence, he's going to have to be able to touch people in a way
Right.
that they understand and they're okay with. So
Right.
you do, and so if he has a message saying that, okay, Christmas may not be what you think it is, blah blah blah. Say he has that fucking message, he wants to make a speech, and he delivers it on fucking Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are gonna listen to
That's
it because
true.
oh shit. All right, now you know what I'm saying.
I get
now,
what you're saying.
You
'cause
see what I'm
that's how
saying?
you use the enemy's channels against.
Exactly.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, bro, like I think there's huge power in reframing things and making it your own. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
facts.
Black people have been doing it for fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? And there's power in that.
Fuck
And
yeah.
because there's a lot of fucking races, a lot of people who haven't been able to do that.
Facts.
And being able to reframe the bad things or the fucking negative history behind things and saying,
shit
hey,
cool.
this is cool. This is cool because we made it cool. This is the holiday because we made it this holiday. Whatever the fuck they said this was, whatever the fuck Chris Kringle, whoever the fuck they want to talk about, they can. But guess what? On Christmas Day, I bought these motherfucking gifts. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Daddy bought these gifts or mommy bought these gifts or we bought these gifts because this is our holiday. Not because or whatever. This is our holiday. This is how we celebrate this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Like,
there's only one part that
there's-
you said. That
yeah.
whole thing I disagree is about it being our holiday. I think the only thing is, since we don't have a holiday, that's why it's like, no, this isn't our holiday,
Well,
but we're going to take it
but
and do what
we're
we want to do
doing
with it
it,
because
exactly.
we don't have a holiday. So I would rather us make up our own, even if it's in
If
that
we
time
do that,
frame.
that'd be even better.
You feel me?
That'd be,
But
if black
also,
people had a holiday
but
for
that's the thing too, is that's to me, like, and that's not even, like I said, not even taking y'all, just me in my own house. Like, that's far-fetched for me thinking, because Christmas is not just a black thing or a white thing. Like I said, it's so much deeper than that. That's why I said, like, there's no one rate. Like, take white people. All white people don't celebrate Christmas. Some white people are Jewish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they don't celebrate this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
But see,
to say like we're gonna get black people to do, you know what I'm saying, to all do some shit, like we might be able to get a,
that may not be realistic. You know what I'm
so
saying?
like, that's what I was saying as far as,
Unrealistic.
you feel me? That's what I was saying as far as, or what he was saying earlier. Like I said, like it's about sleeping people and everybody is not on one page. not even just on a bad note, on a good note even. Like you feel me?
Right,
Some
but
people
that's what I'm saying.
some people's favorite
There's-
day of the week might be a different. Like so, a lot of different shit is gonna play into.
But that's why I ask if there's like you guys said, like you said create your own, you said repurpose. That's why I want to get these good questions or these good things out, because I mean exactly that. If it's not impossible for us all to get on the same page. We've done it. The civil rights movement. There's plenty of times
do you know how many people opposed to that shit? Malcolm X and them opposed to that shit.
I know. I understand.
So that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm
gonna
saying
get
is that
everybody
you're
to
not gonna
agree.
get. You don't need to get everybody to agree. I don't
No,
need to
no,
get
no, but I'm just saying. That's what I'm letting y'all.
You need
Just
to
saying,
get-
like, just
right,
for to say all black. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying,
But
like, no, we can get a
what
majority
I
or a
would
large
want,
number.
what it would be is that what my ideal version of Christmas literally would be like what I could give it would be, nigga, if we do Christmas, then it's buy black only.
Well, see, you gotta say that. Well, see, what you gotta do.
That's how I would feel like it.
Because
I mean,
black
for-
people, and here's the thing, you're supporting black
Nah,
businesses
I
on the
agree with
biggest
that.
fucking sales day of the goddamn
Exactly.
year.
And that-
you know
that-
what I'm saying?
Now that's
Like,
good.
keep on boosting the
But then
economy.
that also knocks earlier. You feel me? Like, remember you saying your son in March and whoop de whoop. Like, what if what he asked for
Right.
wasn't black only?
But
You feel me? And
hey,
so,
and that's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's where I'm
now,
coming
because
to.
now it's supposed to be about the kids too. You know what I'm saying? So now it's
Well,
kind of like
so then at the
they
same
don't
time,
understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like a 6-year-old is
Right.
not like, son, that's not made by black people, so
Right.
I can't buy that right now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's
There's always
Well,
you can get
so-
alternatives too. Though.
that's
no,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's
Yeah.
true.
And
but-
then that's
Unless you get
that's
like
what
an
I'm getting at.
Xbox,
Like,
yeah, you
You're
got
not
Xbox, or like, you know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna get a nigga
Like
Xbox.
that.
Yeah, you feel me? Get that Soldier Boy game.
Oh, nigga, get the Soldier Boy,
Get the
bro.
Soulja Boy.
Hey, but see,
That-
but
but
see, that's
no,
what
you
I'm
feel
saying
me?
though. Like,
Alternatives.
but
So that's why when I said I wasn't trying to be difficult earlier, I was
Okay.
saying like it's not really
No,
just
I know, but that's
something
what-
that you could just do a one solution
Right,
thing or
but
a one
that's
not gonna
thing.
be a
This is
one
what I was
And
trying
this
to
is from a
get
nigga
at.
who talks to everybody because I've talked to people and they've gave me different points. They've argued different points to make me,
Facts.
you feel me, be like, oh, okay.
So
The
then-
shit that I argued with the last person, they had a whole nother reason why they fuck
Right.
with it. You feel me? So now I'm like, okay,
Let me
there's
ask this
there's
then.
different, you know what I'm saying, layers to this shit too.
So with that, I mean, because you said that's the perfect problem. But do you think that it would be possible? Because like I said, it would be idealistic. It's not impossible. It would just take a lot of time.
Take a lot of time. and
Whatever it
have
is,
to
you
reach
start with
right
your
people.
family, your unit first.
Oh no, period.
You feel me? And then
But
once it becomes a tradition.
Do you think that if we were to start, if that was to start happening, because starting a wave is easy. That's
Yeah,
easy.
no, that's what I said. All you got to do
Right.
is start it first, and
But-
then if
Like
becomes a
hypothetically
community.
speaking, then what would you guys think about? I guess I could say. Do you think that would push Black America to create those things that our kids couldn't get? Like,
Possibly.
I think absolutely.
Possibly.
And see, here's
With
the
now,
thing.
see, now we
And
talking.
see-
This is a good rabbit hole.
And okay,
Come on, bro. I know what
I think
Good rabbit
I
hole.
think that you are absolutely right, and that would be it, and that's part of the power of reframing it. If black people were able to
No,
say,
that's real
okay,
shit.
for this time, because knowing that sales and all this shit is
Right.
a big time, it's like, okay, shit, what's the demand for right now? Okay, black folks.
Black folk want an
Black
Xbox.
folks, yeah, black folks
Right.
like Xboxes, black folks like comic books or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's
What's
make
up,
sure.
Bob?
What's up, man? How you doing? But let's make sure that we're doing what we need to do to make sure that we're catering to that. You know what I'm saying?
Clarence, it needs 2 feet.
Oh.
I think
Oh,
you talk
is
low.
that why you guys have it?
Oh no, this is.
Is that good with how far back it is? I have it on low.
Does it get hot up there too?
Like an hour.
No, because you see the corner right there when
Yeah.
I was testing it. No, when I was testing it,
Yeah.
I was reading up on the thing. I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to. It's legal on low though.
Okay, yeah, it says on low.
Yeah.
If we
So
need
you
to
move
move
it
it
to the
over
other
here,
side?
we are
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
totally okay
Cap-
with
Cap
that.
has been.
I'd be
been-
so happy with that actually. We totally
could.
move it out here.
Oh,
I would
No,
help
it
you
needs to
move
be
it.
like out there.
Still at rock paper scissors seats. Cap. Still at rock paper scissors seats.
Fuck no. Fuck no, I don't.
After
I'm
the
saying
program.
if it happens,
feel up there?
maybe.
Hey, no, I was a good sport. Like, no, we can move it now. It's been like an hour.
I appreciate that.
It's been a long time.
Things probably just been warmer.
No, hey, that was an excellent idea.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you
yeah,
know,
in
and
the
that's
future, yeah,
it's,
like,
you know.
like we bought it, we're like, oh shoot, because it's gonna have to be outside.
Yeah, it's not like the other
Okay.
ones. Yeah. Okay.
Dang, that's just a little bit shorter.
They just bought
Right.
see, and they just bought that for the holiday sale. The holiday sale. That's what I'm saying.
See, and you know.
But no, see, and that's the thing too. That's not just being consumed. That's not buying unnecessary shit. If you're taking advantage of the time to buy shit that you need and shit that you're actually gonna use, that's a different story. Because I think that's a good thing to do any time of year. If it's fucking President's Day, whatever fucking holiday they're
Right.
having a sale, if it's fucking just a sale just because, like,
And you're buying
you know
something.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna say, hey man, since everybody's buying stuff, don't get the stuff you
Right,
need right
right,
now
right.
because other people are buying stuff. Like
Good.
that's
Yeah,
not
it's just
my thing. Is the fact of buying shit that we wouldn't have even bought. Like it's just for this reason that we're buying shit. Like we're overly going out of our way to be consumers.
All right,
for
so let's
no
talk about
reason.
let's talk
For
about
people
that.
that
then.
like work. Like you doing Santa exchanges at work and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like for people you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm talking about right there.
which
Now,
is cool. And
let-
not saying
let's
that
get
now,
there.
and not even that's bad, but like I said, it's just
Nah, bump that. I hate
It's
that,
just
bro,
the
because
reason.
I
No,
used to
because
feel
I think-
obligated to. I would hate that because literally they would do that. Like they had a Secret Santa at work one year,
I hate
and
that
I
shit
was
too.
like, nigga,
But-
like I don't know none of y'all, bro. I don't want to buy none of y'all shit. Like I
Right.
don't got the money to buy none of y'all.
Right.
I don't care if it's $10. Fuck you. Like
Right.
You get me?
It's my
You
money.
feel me? So
Right.
and then like so even to be fair, like a year ago, no, 2 years ago maybe. Me and D's mom went around and guess what we did?
gave out stuff to the
Gave
homeless.
out shit to people,
Yeah.
homeless people. I don't celebrate this shit, but that
Yeah.
don't mean I couldn't bless. You know what I'm saying? So we can get that. Like I still, you know what I'm saying? We'll do shit for people and shit around these times. Like, but don't. But I also, even if I let them people know, I didn't do this for that. You feel me? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
bro, I've been wanting to buy y'all socks all year, but now I actually got around to doing it. Or actually now is the time I can get other people maybe to help me.
Right.
Because now December suddenly people want to give charity and do shit now that they didn't want to do in July when I was trying to do it earlier. So
Right.
cool.
So, and that's
you know
exactly what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm asking. Like how can we repurpose that?
but-
'Cause that gives us the damn. I feel like literally it's these last 6 months or those last 3 months that it's like all of a sudden consumerism just kicks the fuck into us and we're just blowing out money for no reason. It's been something we've been doing as kids.
I think it's all honestly it's for every you know what I'm saying, like give us different reasons to be
Valentine's
consumers
Day,
throughout
yes,
every.
but I feel like
'Cause
from
even
Black
then, look,
Friday
look.
to Christmas is the most.
No, of course they're gonna go
time.
harder, but I'm saying even this. Look at this right now. Like your kids are in school, Valentine's Day, they might ask you to tell your son to bring some cards and some candies and
Yeah.
shit. Like you feel me? They like you know what I'm saying. They're gonna put these shits on you and
That's
their
true.
kids.
They
You
do
feel
do
me?
that. They
So
do
and
indeed
then
do that.
so now. If you
Damn, it does
if you
start
have a
with- it
wife
starts
or
with
you have a
school.
girlfriend, you
That's
already got
different.
to get her something and you feel me? And then bam, then it's gonna come around Mother's Day, Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? So we're always 4th of July is gonna come and then you gotta have a barbecue. Your family gotta come over. Whoop-de-whoop. Everybody's off that day too. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's
then
just.
So do you think then if we start doing it, because I mean, like we're literally
And America
turning
is
into
a
a new.
business, so that's smart business.
It is.
Because if I'm a business and you guys all live by my business, in my business, whatever you want to call it, you feel me, right? I keep creating sales pitches.
Right.
I keep creating holidays or events
Right.
that make you know what I'm saying? Like it's genius. We're
Well,
like I said,
that's-
we live in a corporation, and so either in the corporation you become a corporation yourself too,
Right.
and get down with it, or you goddamn just become a consumer and
Right.
you just a worker and you just work for your money that they give you and then you buy the stuff that they make and then you work for the money they give you and buy stuff from it. Or you make shit and have people buy it and then you buy the stuff that you need.
So then how do we switch? And that's what I'm saying though. Like we have. What my goal is, like literally, like my legitimate goal for this decade is like, nigga, like.
You want to know what the solution is?
Not. I don't want. It's not even just about the solution anymore. We know what the solution is, bro. We know what the solution is. We know that the solution is more black-owned businesses, more black-owned ownership. We know what the solution is.
Okay,
What I want to do now is I want to figure out what are the steps. We have a solution. We need to start creating. This is a new decade. I want to
Creating,
start
climbing
creating.
up the steps.
Right.
I get
What are
what
the
you're saying.
steps now? What is step one? So we have our solution. Now let's start breaking it down so that by the end of this decade, by 2030, they got my legitimate goal by 2030 is every black father has his own business. Every black father, I honestly to God feel every black father should be an entrepreneur. I feel like there's no reason.
people. The
being
crazy
a
thing
father-
is it's not just black. Like
No,
it was a quote.
It's not
by,
just black fathers.
I don't
It's
even know
fathers,
if it was
but
Trump. Who
period.
it was a few years back where it was saying, and this was crazy. It's about to be 2020. It was saying if you don't own your own business by 2020, you're gonna be slowly failing.
Yes.
You feel me in this world? You feel me? So
Absolutely.
that's just what it is in general. Like America, like I was watching something. I wish I could tell you what it was. I'll figure it out. But it was saying like race, right? I was like, why do you think they call it race, right?
Yeah.
It's race, right?
Exactly that.
It's the race,
It's
right?
the race.
Was it paranomically saying
Yeah.
that? So it's like you feel me? It's a race, right? So we all here. You feel me? You all in America. Now race.
Exactly.
race, every race. So
This is
you know what I'm saying? The only thing we can do though, you gotta like. Somebody made me so mad the other day, bro. I posted something from that Powernomics shit, and the dude was like, "Well, why are you posting about it? Why don't you do something?"
No.
First of all, posting something is doing something because nobody knows it. And second of all, like, bro, I'm like, you don't know what I'm building on the side. But as much as it pissed me off for him to say that, because it was like, are you saying it as if I'm not doing nothing? It also made me feel like he's still right at the end of the day. Like, even though I am doing something, it's still like that's all you can do. You feel me? Is to do it with your family, to do it with yourself, to do it with your people. Us, we all started, and then we lead by that example.
Right.
You feel me? And then we're going to naturally, because we're doing it, people are gonna want to do it.
So then bringing that back, then again, we need to figure out what step one is then, because if we're gonna do it, it's there needs to be something to do. We have to establish what it is that we need to do. Whatever it is. Like I said, 2020. That's part of the reason why I want to do that, or I'm doing that speech or whatever, the talk. Because I agree. Like you said, everybody should have a business at this time. I say black fathers more so.
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, no, that's what I was saying is
right.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a world issue,
race, but then
which makes it even more of us issue.
At this point, though, it is a world issue, but like
a country issue, but yeah, a country issue, which makes it a more us issue.
Exactly, because it's at the end of the day, bro. This is our country. Like it's still whether or not we fully. I mean, depending on what you believe. But as far as I'm concerned, Africa and America are my country. Like that's my ancestors come from both. But part of my ancestors were definitely here in this.
You feel me? Like, you feel me?
But having
like nigga,
putting it on
my
there,
family was here. Like
right.
Here. I'm American. I'm native. Like you feel me? Like,
facts.
nothing you can
That's
tell me.
exactly. So with that though, you got to look at all the damage that they have done. Nigga, we owe everybody. Like even on a grand scheme of things, like America literally owes everybody. I don't know if you ever seen that calculator, nigga, but it don't stop going up. And that's the motherfucking problem. It literally has made me see that everyone here is living off of credit. But at what point, when that credit dies, nigga, then what?
Right.
Then what happens?
They're gonna be taking everybody's money. They're gonna be taking everything from
then
everybody. They're gonna walk in your shit and start taking shit. Just like,
which is why it turns into exactly like you said. If we don't all start getting our own business and getting this money, we can spend more when we have our own business.
And for me, and then that's where it goes to the whole consumerism thing. It's like, damn, it would be smarter to get together for your family for Christmas and start a fucking company with your family.
Right.
All this money y'all spending.
So how do we get this out there to where exactly that?
We keep talking about it. We keep doing it. You do it and you put it on display. That's what I'm saying. Like as far as being the change and leading by example, like we gotta have our businesses. I gotta have my Kingdom Living. I got my clothing line already. You
Absolutely.
feel me? We doing this and that. You feel me? So bam, it's already established. My name's already on paper. Blah 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 blah. And the more I do it, put it on display. You feel me? And the more you have a little bit of success and you're showing people, then that's what's really, you feel me, what's gonna bait them. You can I can tell you I'm doing something, but then until you see me doing it or you see the results from me doing it, like if you say, hey, I'm working out every day, but you keep coming up to me and you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're not looking cut, you feel me, then why am I gonna, a year later when you come to me like, man, you really need to come to my gym.
Facts.
You got me fucked up, nigga. You look like the same way you just was looking, nigga. What you doing? Just in there?
Okay.
Watching people sweat?
So what's step one then? So what we gonna call step? What are we? If we gonna give it? Because I honestly, I'm all about nigga. I don't know if I see many other people doing this, but I mean, I was very disappointed. Like I said, what we had said before with the fucking Revolt Summit, the one in Atlanta where they didn't pick a step or put something forward.
Yeah, pick an actual solution and just talk about the problems.
I feel like we put our solution out there that Black America, we all need to own. There's black ownership for us as dark-skinned souls. Black ownership is what we need to push forward. That's our ultimate solution for us to get some respect and power and get things to change. What are we gonna call step one for black ownership? Like, what are we gonna call? Because if ideally I wanted to have a Black Christmas this year, because we have a whole year to plan it. If we wanted to have one. I put this on Facebook, but I feel like, I mean, I'll say what I feel step one has to be is, like, January 1st, like, nigga, have a business idea. Like, whatever it is. I know for a fact that you don't have to make money the first year of your business. Like, I don't know how many years it is you don't have to make money.
Well, see, and then that's so for us. So you're saying what's the step to give
what-
to the people?
What's the step that not even just nigga,
For
not even
us?
just for the
No,
people,
I'm saying-
just for we're gonna lead by example. So what step are we gonna set then? What are we gonna say is our first step to having a black Christmas? If we were gonna do that, or to black ownership, to own our own shit. Just say that.
So
What we gonna call our first step for the new year?
I don't know, man. I think the whole Black Christmas thing is an easier concept to.
Oh
get
no,
people-
that's
I think-
like
So I mean, okay, all right. So you're talking about like a physical.
a physical
Physical
like this.
idea, like,
what
you know
will be
what I'm
the
saying, like-
first? So I'll say what after the first step. Like step one, nigga, get a business name.
A
Step
business
one,
name, okay.
have an idea of what you want to sell.
have an
Step
idea
two,
and a name for your business. So that's what I was saying. So
That's-
like
I
I said,
literally mean, like-
you're saying it for us to do these steps?
Yeah, nigga,
and
like
then-
for us to do these steps, for us to, because
That's a conversation we gotta have off camera, then, nigga.
Well, no, I mean, it's a conversation. I want to say for us
But I
to do
get
it,
what
but
you-
I'm gonna put it out there because
'Cause
I
that's
want
what I'm-
them to
that's
do
what
it.
I-
I want anyone who's watching this, who's a father, I want them to take these.
That's
exact
why I
same
keep asking,
steps.
because what I want to say is the steps that we need to take. We need to take our steps, because I feel like you already have business. Like I said, I've got this, but we need to kind of hold their hands. You feel me? Or at least keep putting
Oh yeah,
everything
we
we
have
do.
to.
We need to kind of lay that blueprint out. Like,
Right.
You feel me?
That's
Let
exact.
them
That
follow our
is exact.
steps.
You just said the exact thing.
You
I
feel me?
want to.
So that's why I keep asking. Are you talking about for us?
Ideally,
because what we need to do first is what we need to do first, and then after we get it done, or after we're in the process, then we need to start telling, yo, this is what we need. You know what I'm saying? So we can start giving them homework.
All right,
You know what
well,
I'm saying?
then
Like I
let's-
said, giving them like.
Then let's cut camera and I mean we talked for quite a while. Let's cut camera. Let's talk about that. Let's do your thing.
Yeah, but also hold on for a second. Cut this off and we need to just be talk shit for a second. We need to talk shit.
I'm down.
This wasn't funny.
It wasn't
No.
funny.
We need some funny parts.
It was.
We need some,
It was not
we need some
funny.
clickbait parts. It has some funny parts, but no, we need some clickbait
I mean,
parts.
we do
need
need some click. I don't
some
know.
shit.
Yeah, we do.
We don't.
All right,
need it,
nigga,
but
kick a story then,
I
fuck it.
No, not even. He could talk about what was. Okay, so you went to what was the event called?
Okay,
the 90,
hold
the
on,
90
hold on,
Oh,
wait,
no,
wait,
the 90
okay,
10. What was the
okay,
90 10
alright,
called?
No,
I mean,
okay, hold on. Before we start that, let's smoke first, and then,
Oh,
how about we
yes.
smoke while we talk about this? Like,
I'll be so much.
can we
fun.
do that?
We don't
Yeah.
got to smoke on camera. So if you want to.